Hi everyone, welcome back to Prakasham Tutorials. In this video, I am going to discuss about block diagram representation of a system into signal flow graph example. And this is the JNTU Anantapur previous examination question in the year October or November 2020 R15 regulation. Convert the block diagram to signal flow graph and determine the transfer function using Mason's gain formula as shown in figure below. And this is the given block diagram. So first convert this given block diagram into signal flow graph, and after that find out the transfer function of the signal flow graph using Mason's gain formula using signal flow graph procedure. So convert the given block diagram into signal flow graph. The input signals, output signals, summing points, branch points are considered as a nodes. So now here in this block diagram, R of S is the input signal, C of S is an output signal, and this is the summing point, this is the summing point, this is the summing point, and this is the summing point. This is the branch point, this is the branch point, and this is the branch point. Okay, input signals, output signals, branch points, and summing points are considered as a nodes. An input signal, this is the first node, and summing point, this is the second node, and this is the summing point, and this is third node, and this is the summing point, and this is the fourth node, and this is the branch point, this is fifth node, and this is the branch point, this is the sixth node, and this is the summing point, seventh node, and this is the branch point, and this is the branch point. So these two branch points are considered as a single branch point. According to the block diagram reduction rules, combining the summing point and splitting the summing point, combining the summing points and splitting the summing point, and similarly combining the branch point and splitting the branch point. So these two branch points are considered as a single branch point, and that is node number 8. And C of S is an output signal, so that is node number 9. So first indicate the nodes. So now here totally there are 9 nodes. Okay. So note down the forward paths. Node 1 to 2, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 6 to 7, 7 to 8, 8 to 9. So that is the first forward path, and this is the system block. That system block is represented as the branch gain. So now here node 1 to node 2 the branch gain is 1, and node 2 to node 3 the branch gain is 1. Node 3 to node 4 system block. The system block is represented as a gain of the branch G1. Node 4 to node 5 the branch gain is 1. Node 5 to node 6 the branch gain is G2. Node 6 to node 7 the branch gain is G3. Node 7 to node 8 the branch gain is 1, and node 8 to node 9 the branch gain is 1. Now here in this block diagram, feedback elements are there. So node A2, node A2, node 4, the feedback element is now here the negative feedback is there, minus H2. Node A2, node 4, node A2, node 4, the negative feedback is minus H2. Node A2, node 2, the unity negative feedback minus 1. Node A2, node 2, negative feedback, unity negative feedback, that is minus 1. And node 6 to node 3, the negative feedback is H1 minus H1. Node 6 to node 3 minus H1. And node 5 to node 7, the gain is G4. Node 5 to node 7, the gain is G4. So this is the signal flow graph, conversion of the signal flow graph from the given block diagram. So using signal flow graph procedure, so find out the forward path gains, individual loops and individual loop gains, sum of gain products of two non-touching loops, and determine delta and delta k, and finally calculate transfer function of the system using Mason's gain formula. So first calculate the step 1. Step 1. Determine forward paths and forward path gains. Now here forward path. First identify the number of the forward paths. So what is a forward path? Forward path is a path from input node to output node that does not cross any node more than once. So 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6, 6 to 7, 7 to 8, 8 to 9. That is the first forward path. And this first forward path gain is denoted as P1. So what is the forward path gain? Forward path gain is the product of the forward path gains. So P1 is equal 1 into G1 into G1 into G2 into G3 into 1 into 1. So P1 is equal the forward path gain, first forward path gain. P1 is equal G1 into G2 into G3. And second forward path. Forward path is a path from input node to output node that does not cross any node more than once. So identify the second forward path from input node to output node. 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 7, 7 to 8, 8 to 9. That is the second forward path. And the second forward path gain is denoted as or represented as P2, and its forward path gain is product of the branch transmittance, that is 1 into G1 into 1 into G4 into 1 into 1. So P2 is equal G1 into G4. So that is a second forward path gain. Next, second step, identify the individual loops and individual loop gains. Step 2, to determine individual loops and individual loop gains. In this signal flow graph, first identify the individual loops. 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6, 6 to 3. That is the first individual loop, loop 1, and its loop gain is denoted as L1, and the individual loop gain is the product of this individual loop branch transmittance. And 3 to 6, 6 to 3 is the first individual loop, and its loop gain is the product of the branch transmittance. So that is which is denoted as L1. L1 is equal G1 into 1 into G2 into minus H1. L1 is equal minus G1 G2 H1. And identify the second individual loop. And the second individual loop is 4 to 5, 5 to 6, 6 to 7, 7 to 8, 8 to 8 to 4. That is the second individual loop. And its gain is denoted as L2. L2 is equal and its gain is equal product of branch transmittance. That is 1 into G2 into G3 into 1 into minus H2. So that is equal minus G2 G3 H2. So that is second individual loop and second individual loop gain. Next, identify the third individual loop. Identify the third individual loop. And the third individual loop is 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6, 6 to 7, 7 to 8, 8 to 8 to 2. That is the third individual loop. And its individual loop gain is denoted as L3, which is equal to product of branch transmittance, that is 1 into G1 into 1 into G2 into G3 into 1 into minus 1. So that is equal minus G1 G2 G3. So that is the third individual loop and its gain. Next, identify the fourth individual loop. Fourth individual loop. And the fourth individual loop is 4 to 5, 5 to 7, 7 to 8, 8 to 4. And this is fourth individual loop and its gain is denoted as L4. L4 is equal 1 into G4 into 1 into G4 into 1 into minus H2 minus G4 H2 minus G4 H2. Next, identify the next individual loop. The next individual loop is fifth individual loop is 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 7, 7 to 8, 8 to 2. And this is the fifth individual loop and its gain is denoted as L5, which is equal to product of branch transmittance, that is 1 into G1 into 1 into G4 into 1 into minus 1. So L5 is equal minus G1 G4. And this is the second step, individual loops and individual loop gains. Next, step number 3. Step number 3. Identify the two non-touching loops to determine two non-touching loops and two non-touching loops gain products, and identify the three non-touching loops and its gain. And there are 5 individual loops, so there are no possible combinations of two non-touching loops. There are no possible combinations of two non-touching loops, and there are no possible combinations of three non-touching loops, and there are no possible combinations of four non-touching loops. here we can observe that there are no possible combinations of no possible combinations of two non-touching loops, and there are no possible combinations of three non-touching loops, and its gain 0. So there is no possible combinations of two non-touching loops, there is no gain. There is no possible combinations of three non-touching loops, there is, and its gain is 0. That is step number 3. Next, step number 4, determine step 4 to determine delta and delta k. So the equation of the delta is equal 1 minus sum of individual loop gains. So now here the individual loop gains are denoted as L1, L2, L3, L4 and L5. There are 5 individual loop and its loop gains are denoted as here L1, L2, L3, L4 and L5. Sum of individual loop gains, that is L1 plus L2 plus L3 plus L4 plus L5 minus sum of gain products of two non-touching loops. Now here there is no possible combination of two non-touching loop and its gain is 0 plus sum of gain products of three non-touching loops. Sum of gain products of all possible combinations of three non-touching loops is also 0. So that is equal, delta is equal 1 minus so L1 minus G1, G2, H1, L2 is minus G2, G3, H2, L3 is minus G1, G2, G3, L4 is minus G4, H2 and L5 is minus G1, G4. Now here all the terms negative sign is common, take the common minus, before minus is there, minus into minus plus 1 plus G1, G2, H1 plus G2, G3, H2 plus G1, G2, G3 plus G4, H2 plus G1, G4. That is the delta. Next, step number 5. Okay. And step number 4, calculate the delta k. Delta k is equal to delta for that part of the graph which is not touching kth forward path. Now here the total number of forward paths are 2. K is equal to 2. And first forward path and second forward path. And first forward path k is equal to 1. Delta 1 is equal, delta k is equal to delta for that part of the graph which is not touching kth forward path. Which is not touching kth forward path. Now here the total number of forward paths are 2. So k is equal to 1 and k is equal to 2. So first substitute k is equal to 1, delta 1 is equal to delta for that part of the graph which is not touching first forward path, which is equal to delta is equal 1 minus since there is no part of the graph which is not touching first forward path, so that loop gain is 0. So delta 1 is equal to 1 and delta 2 is equal to k is equal to 2, delta 2 is equal to delta for that part of the graph which is not touching second forward path, so which is equal to 1 minus. So now here also there is no part of the graph which is not touching second forward path, so there is no individual loop and there is no individual loop gains. So delta 2 is equal to 1, delta 2 is equal to 1. Next, step number 5, to find out the overall transfer function of the system. To determine overall transfer function of the system, using Mason's gain formula. So using Mason's gain formula, the transfer function of the system T is equal 1 by delta into sigma k, T suffix k into delta k. Now here in this example, the total number of forward paths are 2, k is equal to 1 to 2, pk into delta k. Now substitute k is equal to 1 and k is equal to 2. The transfer function delta is equal p1 into delta 1 plus p2 into delta 2. p1 delta 1, p2 delta 2 and delta already calculated, and substitute all the values into here. We get the overall transfer function of the system T is equal, and the first forward path gain p1 is g1, g2, g3 plus in P1 is G1, G2, G3 into delta 1. Delta 1 is 1 and P2 is G1, G4 into delta 2. Delta 2 is 1. So divided by delta. And what is the delta here? This is the delta. So delta is 1 plus G1, G2, H1 plus G2, G3, H2 plus G1, G2, G3 plus G4 H2 plus G1 G4. So this is the transfer function of the given block diagram. That given block diagram is converted into signal flow graph, and after that using signal flow graph procedure, find out the transfer function of the signal flow graph using Mason's gain formula.